Hello Aries, welcome to this video. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aries for the week of September 20th. Now Aries, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Aries, just a friendly reminder that the only place you can get anything from me is my website, zaneintuitive.com. Make sure you're using the link below. I'll never ask you for money or ask you for a reading or anything like that, either via email, YouTube, or Instagram. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Same goes to my Patreons. But with all that said, let's see what we have here. So make sure everything's in view and we'll get right into this for you. Okay, that's way off. Let me just make sure. All right, looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Five of Cups. So, sitting in disappointment, potentially. Something here could have come in and rattled you in some area of your life. You could have been feeling disappointed about something, but there is a nice message sort of underlying the Five of Cups, which is it tells you to look on the bright side. And I know that's cliche, but you can see these three cups here that are spilled. They represent disappointments, situations not going well, and this person's focusing on them. You can see their gaze is on the three cups. However, there are also two cups behind this person overflowing. And so it says that you always have two or more cups available. There are always good things to look for, and you can always look on the bright side. And so if you're in that situation, and not all of you are, you have to take these messages as they resonate, but if you're in that situation, just do what you can to work through any feelings of disappointment or anything like that at this time, and I think it will really help you. Now, what's interesting here is taking a look at this reading, and I wanted to point this out because this doesn't normally happen, but when I pulled the Seven of Swords, it came out very prominently in reverse. And if you know my channel, I don't read reversals, but I do take both meanings into consideration when I read these cards. And so the way that I want to read the Seven of Swords here in the middle is it's self-sabotage, okay? And so there's something that you're doing to yourself here. Sometimes the Seven of Swords is people sabotaging you, people cheating, like in relationships could be cheating, could be someone stealing something from you, a challenging card here. But on the reverse, it can also mean that you are doing this to yourself. And I feel like what's going on here is if you're resonating with this at all, this Five of Cups here is you are robbing yourself of life, of some sort of positive situation that could be coming in. And we'll actually get into more what I feel like is happening here. You have an amazing future for yourself, Aries. So this is not too negative. Just to be clear, there's something very good coming in, but there's this sort of internal hurdle that you're working through at the moment. Now, in the past, you have the Hanging Man. This is somebody who needs to let go, okay? They have stayed suspended in air. They've stayed where they are just a little bit too long. And so it talks about sacrifice, giving something up to get something else. What would happen if this person cut the cord and started free falling? Where would they go? Where would they land? What new experiences would they have? And so there may be something from your past here that you're hung up on with the Seven of Swords and the Five of Cups. You also here have the Knight of Swords in the past. This was a chaotic event that happened. Something came in, hit you like a freight train, may have even caught you by surprise a little bit here with this card showing up. And it's almost like you're in sort of a, how do I say this? You're in sort of a there's timid energy here. And the Knight of Swords is actually the opposite of that. The Knight of Swords is action. It's quick. It's sort of like hammering type of energy, a swift energy. And the reason why I'm feeling like there was something that came in and sort of caught you off guard was because you have that Knight of Swords, but you have it with the Four of Pentacles as well. This person is restricting themselves, okay? You can see that they're hanging on to their pentacles just a little bit too tightly. It can indicate being timid, shy in relationships, in social situations, anything like that. And so there was something that happened quickly that affected you. Now, for others of you, there was it's almost like the other thing with the Four of Pentacles is it can indicate financial stability, especially with the Hanged Man, the Knight of Swords. So some of you may be in a decent position, but you're not taking any risk or anything like that. And I'm not telling, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to go play the lottery. Please don't like put yourself at risk here. But sometimes, like if you've been wanting to get a new start, or like you've wanted to go self-employed or do something like that, sometimes you have to risk what you have. And that's the type of energy I'm feeling. So that's not going to be the case for everybody, but somebody probably is dealing with that. So you have this, in your current situation, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Swords, and the Devil. Risk. Okay, risk and reward here is being brought into view. There's a difference between what I just said there, which is like, taking risks, going for it, and speculating. How do I say this? Speculating in the wrong, doing like a risky speculation, right? There's a difference between taking a risk towards something you want to do and risking your money on, a penny stock or a lottery ticket or something like that. That's not what I'm talking about. Somebody needs to go for it here. And I almost feel like you're in a position to be able to do that, but you're staying where you are. The Devil and the Seven of Swords, maybe you cheated, okay? Maybe you are the one who did this, because remember, I'm reading the Seven of Swords as the other position where it's like you self-sabotaging. Others of you are making stories in your mind. Maybe, I don't feel like everybody's cheating here, but some of you are creating worlds and stories in your mind about things that aren't actually happening or aren't actually true. And it's preventing you from meeting people. There's something here with the Seven of Swords and the Devil card of your shadows, something going on internally. This lower row is your subconscious. It's what you how you talk to yourself. There's something going on internally here where you are self-sabotaging. And what you should be doing here, if this reading's for you, is looking towards this Wheel of Fortune, which is a positive change in luck. This is the wheel of your destiny spinning. Do you have a big idea, but you're restricting yourself? I do also feel like there's going to be a positive change in these feelings here with the Seven of Swords, the Devil, and the Five of Cups. I think that's going to start to change for you. In the future, you have the Three of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. Amazing. So the Three of Cups is joy, celebration with others. Now, what's interesting is it's a really nice card of all cups overflowing. What's interesting here is if I get the Three of Cups in the past with the Seven of Swords, it's like sometimes I say somebody cheated. But I don't, like in the future, I don't feel like that's the case because this hasn't happened yet. This is the future. So it's like you're working through self-sabotage, and if you work through that, or some sort of self-limiting behavior, if you work through that, you're going to get groups of people. You're going to get people that are healthy and happy and support you that come in. You're also having potentially a new romance that comes in here too with this Two of Cups. It's almost like you are beating yourself up is what I feel like. And you also have this Eight of Pentacles, which is the talent card. You're a major talent. You have some sort of gift, skill, talent, or ability to share with the world. Almost, I use three different decks and of this type of deck, this Gilded Tarot deck, and I think every sign has gotten the Eight of Pentacles in some form. So this is a time of building. It's a time of skill development, sharing, things like that. And I feel like you're going to attract somebody or even a group situation through some sort of gift or talent that you have. I know it's a little bit strange, but let's clarify and see what might come through. If you're enjoying this video, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow. And there's a bell below this video which will show up after you hit subscribe. And if you click that bell, you'll get post notifications from me. Lastly, Aries. I had a lot of just cards come out here. Really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. So you have Kalima facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. This is what I'm talking about. You're in your way here, Aries. You are your own worst enemy right now. I don't try not to be too negative, because just to be very, very clear here, there's something amazing coming in. And then you have the Lady Portia, divine order, do what you feel is right, an important lesson is unfolding, and charity, prayer and contemplation, connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. Are you feeling like all hope is lost? Because with charity, it's like, for that, it's like, recognize that you are spiritually abundant right now, and so do what you can to tap into that energy. Forgiveness, you have to forgive yourself. I knew that was what was coming in here. Yeah, you have to forgive yourself for something that happened. Not the right time. I do think it's the right time to forgive yourself, but choose a new direction. Yeah, so maybe you're hoping to reconcile with somebody who you've hurt, and you know what you did was wrong, but it might not be the right time to get back together with them, even if it's just a friend, but it is the right time to forgive yourself, okay? And so I feel like there's this message here of radical self-acceptance and also forgiveness for whatever it is that happened. We're not perfect, okay? None of us are perfect. And so that's what I feel like is coming in here. You could also need to forgive someone, but remember, forgiveness is not letting somebody get away with their poor behavior. Forgiveness is for you. It's working. You don't have to let them back into your life to be able to come to a place of forgiveness. Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, wow, and the 10 of Swords. So 2 10s here. Completions in the past. Something has been completed here. That cycle is over. There's a new harvest. There's a new beginning available. The 10 of Swords is something that's completely done, dead, over with. With the 4 of Pentacles, it's almost like there is this element of just you needing to strike out, like you needing to, and when I say strike out, I mean like go out, do something, like it's time to get out of bed, it's time to go forward here. And that these sort of cycles of being reserved right now are over for you. You have the Knight of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. There was perhaps a chaotic family situation that happened, and like I said, this might not be, and like maybe there was just words that were had or something like that. Something may have happened within the family chaotically. For others of you, there's something that you're being called on to take action towards as it relates to a project, abundance, or employment, something like that. Hanging Man and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you've set yourself up here. You've made practical choices, and it's time to maybe see what's out there, see where you can go. You have the 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. So I like this for you. The 7 and 6 of Swords, that's interesting. They go one after the other. So you are transitioning away from beating yourself up about whatever it is. You're sailing towards forgiveness, and I feel like self-acceptance here in a big way. And this is going to feel like a rite of passage. You're going to come, wherever this person's going here in the boat, wherever this family's sailing towards, they're not exactly sure where they're headed, but you know that when you get there, you're going to be a completely different person. And it's going to be ultimately very good. Now, what's interesting here is you have 5, 6, 7 of Swords. So those cards progressing. Again, not making financial risks here. With the 5 of Swords, that indicates loss. The Wheel of Fortune indicates luck, fortune, positive changes, destiny. But doing the things that you feel pulled to do, not like trying to get rich quick, is what I feel like saying. I'm getting that for some of you. And then the Devil and the Page of Pentacles, there's a new financial offer, a new offer coming in, but you want to double check. You want to double check, make sure you're crossing your T's, dotting your I's, making sure that everything is lining up for you. Okay, 3 here. 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. We have the Moon and the Page of Cups. So we have pages here. We have offers. We have news, we have new people arriving, new situations coming in. Page of Cups, Two of Cups. You can't get any more clear than this. It is a new romance coming in the future for you, Aries. And this person's going to feel a lot better than the other one. And I think that this person is going to help you grow. You probably, or there's a potential that you meet them in a group situation. There's also potential that you meet them when you get off the boat here, when you sail towards wherever it is that you're going, when you travel somewhere. As we've talked about with the Six of Swords, the family being in the boat. And so for some of you, it's like some sort of new start, new horizon here, and you're like pinging up with somebody, you're meeting somebody. You have the Moon and the Eight of Pentacles. Again, just I feel like you're putting actually what I feel like is going on here is you're putting your heart and soul into a project, because the Moon is like water, it's emotions. I do feel like you are emotionally invested in an outcome or a project. You do have the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which is amazing. It's total happiness, total positivity. And then you have the Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, group situations, okay? Two cards of people in your life, circles. The Three of Pentacles is working together with others, it's teamwork. It's also reward and recognition for a quality job, craftsmanship, especially when combined with the Eight of Pentacles. That's like a major combination of craftsmanship. So some of you are building a project or doing something here, and it looks like the rewards could be good, but it might also attract someone in for you here. So let's see here. Adjudication, sudden wealth, yeah. Distant horizons, message of concern, poverty, and occupation. So sudden wealth, you're looking to get rich quick here for some of you. I'm not saying that that's not possible, and I'm a huge proponent. If you watch my videos, you know I'm all about abundance mindset. So keep doing the abundance mindset, but this is a a lottery, a slot machine, some sort of gambling machine. And so it's like, don't light your money on fire here, Aries, okay? Make sure you have strong conviction in whatever it is that you're putting your funds in, not financial advice. But that's what I just strongly am picking up on. The Five Swords indicating loss, Wheel of Fortune. But what I love here is, first, you're moving towards someone more mature or you're acquiring a more mature perspective. And second, distant horizons, occupation, amazing situations in the future for you and whatever it is that you do for your job or your career or your money situation. With the Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles indicating that you're super talented, distant horizons, good times ahead, and occupation just really looking good. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Consider becoming a Patreon. I will see you in the next one.